Hey Star Fam, thanks for tuning in. We're here again today for another quick energy check-in using the Astro Tarot deck. Alright, and finishing off with an inspiring quote from the You've Got This deck. Okay, so getting right into it. I do hope you're all keeping well. This is just going to be a quick general reading to see if we can get a bit of a snapshot to see what the energies are like with my Star Fam. As it's a general read, it might not resonate with everyone. If not to worry, I've got plenty of other reads posted. Feel free to have a search through. I'm sure you'll find something that'll resonate with your situation. Okay, so let's see. What is going on with my Star Fam? Okay, so first card out we've got is the Nine of Cups. All right, and then that is followed by the Two of Swords. Okay, some kind of indecision around emotional fulfillment. So Nine of Cups, this is usually, again, a card of emotional fulfillment, cups being the suit of emotions, and this is usually like happiness. As you can see, this person's got their 9 cups all lined up in a row, and they're sat there by themselves looking quite happy and quite smug, traditionally. You know what I mean? So this is usually about being quite happy, emotional fulfillment, but like kind of by yourself. You know what I mean? It's like one of those, I'm good where I'm at single. Sort of thing, but it could also be like wish come true, but in general it's just kind of the card of emotional fulfillment, emotional happiness. Okay, and what really makes you happy. But then next to it we have got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is usually about indecision. As we can see, we've got this person here with their eyes covered and their arms crossed across their chest. It's like having to make or not wanting to have to make a head or heart decision. You know what I mean? Or feeling like you haven't got enough clarity to make a decision. Or trying to weigh up your options. So some of you can have a choice between two pleasures, so to speak. Not quite sure what this indecision is about. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this. Just could you tell me a little bit more about this indecision around your emotional fulfillment? It's very strange that your emotional fulfillment would be a cause of indecision. Okay. Next card out is the Knight of Wands. All right, so the Knight of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign. I mean, so far we've got water signs, air signs, and fire signs out here. The Knight of Wands is kind of known as like the playboy, playgirl of the deck. You know what I mean? So, okay. So this might be, you might be having some kind of a flirt with somebody. Might be a choice between two people. Somebody sowing their wild oats. Because again, the Knight of Wands is a playful energy. You know, this is somebody who is a lot of fun to be around. A swift moving energy, someone who kind of, you know, comes in and out of your life, could be possibly. But this isn't usually somebody who's looking for anything like long term, so to speak. Again, they're fire signs. I mean, not saying that fire signs don't ever like to settle down, but you know, they're all about adventure and action and doing interesting things, traveling a lot. You know what I mean? And again, it's like that playboy energy, the playgirl energy. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who's very like charismatic. They like to flirt. They like to flirt with multiple people. Okay, so it could be that somebody's got a crush on this knight, but they're not too sure, because maybe because of this person's reputation. Interesting. Let's see if we can get a little bit more info on this. It's like you kind of want to go there, but it's like, you know that if you do, it's probably not going to end out really well. I'm definitely kind of getting like water and fire signs here more than air sign. You know, maybe this is a Cancer, you know, who's kind of got the hots for a fire sign, but they're a bit worried because they know that they're really, you know, sensitive creatures. You know, but there's something about this fire sign that they're very, you know, they're charismatic, they're magnetic, they're playful, they're the lives of the party, you know. There's something exciting about them, you know, but it's like something about the situation has kind of got you indecisive. Like it's almost like you're not sure if you should go for it or if you should just play it safe. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this, guys. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the night, but I mean, if they kind of fancy you and you kind of caught their eye as well too, I mean, could be fun. I mean, as long as you manage your expectations, it could be fun. Just saying. But anyways, let's see. The next cards out we've got are the Eight of Cups. Okay. So we're kind of walking away from a situation, or you could be walking towards, because the Eight of Cups, yes, it's usually walking away from a situation that's kind of good, comfortable, all right, but it's not the Nine of Cups. It's not the Ten of Cups, you know? So it's like this person is moving on to their ultimate fulfillment. You know what I mean? Or it could be somebody just seeking that higher love, that higher, you know, the higher prize, you know? Again, there's nothing wrong with an 8. I mean, 8s are quite stable and they're quite safe, you know, but it's, again, it's not the 9 and it's not the 10. And then the next card out we've got is the Two of Wands. So that is somebody who's planning their future. The Temperance. Okay, and then the Five of Wands. I feel like this Five of Wands could be like inner conflict. I mean, okay, the Five of Wands is also about competition as well, too. And we've got 2 twos. So there could be a case where somebody's having to choose between 2 people. Could be just 2 directions in general. But it's like somebody's definitely looking out for their future. I don't know, it's like, yeah, I understand this kind of going back and forth, because it's like, on the one hand, this person is kind of used to playing it safe, you know? But it's like, they know that it's really not kind of fulfilling them. You know, like it's basically boring. You know what I mean? And it's like they want to move on and find that 9, you know, and it's like you got this opportunity with this interesting and fun-loving knight, you know, and I kind of get the feeling like this knight, this person kind of ignites something in you, some kind of like a passion. It might be a passion for travel, but I feel like they're really, something about them inspired you to do something. You know, it could be travel, you know, because the Knight of Wands, again, this is a knight on the move. So this is probably somebody who does enjoy traveling. Again, it's very much a fire sign kind of thing. Again, they might not necessarily be a fire sign, but it's like, it's about the traits, you know. So, you know, it could be that this person is kind of got you rethinking your lives, basically, and wanting to do something that's a little bit more adventurous. You know, but I mean, there's something about the situation, because again, with this Temperance, it's finding that balance, isn't it? You know, it's like part of you now, you want to move forward and do something a little bit more exciting and more creative, but it's like you're trying to find that inner balance where you can learn to take more chances and do more exciting things, but not have to go completely, you know, 100% balls to the walls, like, you know, just give up everything and just, you know, fly by the seat of your pants, you know, kind of finding a way of having fun and being creative and being spontaneous, but at the same time, you know, having your feet on the ground, so to speak, you know, so your head isn't just completely in the sky. You know, I'm kind of getting that with the temperance. How she's got one foot here. This angel's got one foot in this running stream, but always one foot on the ground, you know? So it's like, you know, on the one hand, kind of sort of going with the flow to life, but at the same time, you know, you still got that balance, that rooted balance about you, you know? And again, with the temperance in the background, you know, we've got that new path. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like finding that in-between road of kind of taking more chances, but at the same time not being completely irresponsible about it. You know what I mean? And then with the Five of Wands, this could be the card of competition. I mean, again, if this is a situation where somebody is having to choose between two people, yeah, there could be a feeling of competition about it. But I mean, again, this is generally about some kind of conflict. And honestly, this kind of feels more like inner conflict. You know, again, as I was just mentioning before, that, you know, that indecision about, on the one hand, wanting to do things that are more exciting, you know, and injecting that sense of excitement and into your life, but at the same time not wanting to go too crazy and be irresponsible about it, you know. So this feels more like that inner conflict around this situation. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this Five of Wands. Yeah, so I'm definitely getting, you're feeling like you're in a good place, but then some indecision about some new person who comes into your life that's kind of making you want to, it's making you rethink what actually makes you happy. You know, are you really happy there, or do you just feel safe where you are, you know? And then it's kind of this person wanting to find something new, something more, you know? And there's a new idea to move forward, to make those plans. As you can see, this person's got, you know, the world in their hand, you know? So it's like, you know, I always see this as at like somebody looking at a map and planning where they're going to go next, you know? And again, you've got these two travel cards, kind of three travel cards with the Knight as well too, you know? Four if you count the Temperance with the new path in the background. You know what I mean? It's like something about this person has really made you reconsider where you are in life, what you want to do, what really makes you happy, you know? And it's like they've really helped you to, I don't know, it's like it feels like taking a chance on doing something that you've always wanted to do, you know, but always put off. You just always wanted to stay safe, but you realize that safe isn't really fulfilling you. Safe is the 9, and safe isn't the 10. You know, 10 is the ultimate happily ever after. You know what I mean? But again, with the Temperance, wanting to find that middle ground, you know, that middle ground between, you know, completely throwing caution to the wind, you know, versus actually planning, planning something carefully. You know, it's finding that balance between making a plan, but also leaving room to go with the flow of things. You know what I mean? And that kind of, again, this could be inner conflict. This might be like the people around you just not being down for the idea as well. You know, maybe just the people, your family, your friends are used to you always being the safe person, doing the safe things, choosing the safer option. You know, they might be, I don't know, especially if this is like out of character for you. They might be worried because, again, it's out of character. And feeling, why would you want to give up your life and go and do something so bold? You know what I mean? They might think that this Knight of Wands person is like a bad influence or something. You know what I mean? So this could be like just family and or friends around you who don't like the idea of you taking this chance. As well as it could be, again, inner conflict amongst you, within yourself about taking this chance, you know? All right, the next card out is the Seven of Cups. Okay, so somebody who has a lot of options. This is somebody who has a lot of options and isn't sure which one to choose. Again, the indecision there. You know? This could be you finally realizing that you have a lot of options, you know, and you don't have to listen to these people. Maybe you've always been led to believe that, you know, you have to follow a certain formula to life, you know, like you finish school, you get a job, you get married, you have kids, you die. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where your family, your friends or whatever, you know what I mean? You know, that's what they want for you, but that's not necessarily what you want anymore. And now you're realizing that you've got options. You know, it's like this Knight of Wands person, just like, it's like they just came through your life and just opened up your eyes completely, you know, to the options that you do have, you know. But at the same time, this could be the conflict of your friends just telling you, oh, these are just silly dreams. You know what I mean? And it's not rooted in reality at all. You know, and I get that kind of conflict that somebody, it's like it's not that they want to hold you back out of like malice. Not all of them. Some of them maybe, for some of you, that might be the case, deep down. But I get for the most part, it's just the formula. Gotta stick to the formula, you know, play it safe. You know, there's nothing wrong with a 9. Okay, so a 9's not a 10, but it's still a 9. 9s are great, right? What's wrong with an 8? You know, 8s aren't bad, you know. What's wrong? Why can't you just be happy? You know what I mean? But, and again, absolutely, 9s, 8s, they're not bad. There's nothing wrong with them. Of course, they're comfortable places to be, but it's not that 10, you know. And it's like I get the feeling that you really want to live your life being at that 10. Something about this Knight of Wands is like you see them living their best life, doing whatever the heck they want to, and it's like you want a piece of that. You want to just do what makes you happy. You know what I mean? And again, I don't feel like you're the type of person to just throw caution to wind and just like, you know, completely shirk on all your responsibilities, you know, because again, you do have the 2 of Wands here, and that is some level of preparation, planning, you know what I mean? It's that middle path, you know, but it's still meeting resistance, you know? But again, this is you realizing exactly how many options you actually have. Maybe all this time you've never felt like you could move and do your own thing and whatever, you know, but you're realizing actually you could, you know, you've got the money, you've got the talent, you got whatever, you don't have the responsibility, you know, as in like family, as in like a partner. I mean, I'm getting a single vibe off of this. Like, this feels like I'm reading for a single person. You know, as in you don't have kids, you don't have pets, you don't have that kind of responsibility that is keeping you somewhere. So it's like, well, why don't I go out and you know, live my best life? You know what I mean? But again, it's like there is this indecision about it. And I get the feeling, again, it's like, it could be family, friends don't believe in the dream. They think you're making a mistake. They're thinking that this person's a bad influence. You know what I mean? and they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. But it's like, again, you know, you've got options. You've got options, and you want to exercise them. You know, fair enough. The tower at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you see, something needs shaken up. You know what I mean? Like, the tower is like a surprise, something that comes out of nowhere, but it's also something that shakes the foundations of your life, you know? And I feel like meeting this person wasn't an accident. This wasn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Because the problem with the tower is it's not always built on the strongest of structures, you know? And eventually, you know, it was doomed to come down. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, it could have been that your life has just gotten too stagnant. You know what I mean? I get the feeling that even you were feeling that too, because again, even though you had that 9, you know, that happiness, again, look at the posture. I said earlier that this person looks smug, but now that I'm kind of looking at it, it's like, could have been one part smug, but at the same time, maybe they weren't quite as happy as they believed themselves to be, you know, with their hands crossed across their chest like that. You know what I mean? And maybe even though this person seemed happy, you know, they had all the reasons to be happy, they really weren't. And it wasn't until this Knight of Wands came and really shook up their lives, you know? You know, they came in with like a bang and just shook everything up, you know? And it's like, you know, that lightning hits you like the idea just hits you, you know what I mean? Because again, we've got this lightning that is knocking off the crown of the top of this tower. So it's like knocking off the crown chakra and really lighting it up with the fire of creativity and passion. And you know what I mean? Like this is just something that really shook the foundations of your life and really got you thinking. You know what I mean? And I don't think this is a bad thing. I can understand how your friends, family, these people who don't want you to go or whatever, these people who want to hold on to the norm, you know what I mean? Like they would have a hard time viewing this tower as anything but positive. But honestly, I feel like this was just the lightning strike that you needed, you know, to kind of shake you out of that comfort zone, and really give you that inspiration to not just stay at and just settle for the 8 and for the 9, but to really move forward and look forward to that 10, you know? You know? Let's see if we can get maybe one more. Oh, here we go. Next card out we've got is the 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is about charity. It could be about commerce. In some decks, it is about equal give and take. As you can see, this person, they are you know, they're balancing out how much they are giving to these people in need. So this could be about charity from the universe, but this could also be about more equal give and take. Some kind of equality. Maybe the status quo that everybody is resisting had to do with the fact that maybe you were always like the main breadwinner. Do you know what I mean? And so people were always so used to going to you for the help and the handouts, you know? And now that you're no longer going to be available to do that, you know what I mean? That's what the cause of the conflict is. Honestly, guys, I get the feeling that that's exactly what it is. Honestly, that's the reason why. Like, for them, for these people, yeah, of course, it's going to be like their world is coming to an end. You know what I mean? Especially if they were really relying on you for the handouts that are no longer going to be available because you're going to be off living your best life now. You know what I mean? What situation? And on the bottom, okay, and then we got the 2 again, the 2 of Pentacles. So again, this could be about making a decision, indecision, you know, but again, this is about money. This is with how you're going to invest your money, remember? And in the background, we've got this ship sailing. So again, this could be about a trip. Got a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 5 cards about travel now. You know what I mean? So this could be that you're going to move somewhere that you've always wanted to move to, take a trip you've always wanted to take a trip. This feels like a move, to be honest. You know, and it's like trying to decide. Things might be up in the air at the moment. You're still trying to make decisions about how you're going to plan this. Because again, I do see you in planning mode. This does feel like something that you are going to plan. I don't see this as something that you're just going to, again, Knight of Wands it and just, like I said, throw caution to the wind. You know what I mean? So again, I just see this as you planning, making more plans and decisions about where you're going to go and how you're going to spend your money. You know what I mean? And this could as well be these people kind of like, well, now what am I going to do? Where am I going to get the money from now that they're no longer getting it from you? You know what I mean? If you're going to be off on your travels. You know what I mean? But honestly, guys, don't even worry about these people. Just live your best lives. You know, at the end of the day, they couldn't continue to live off of you and mooch off of you and sponge off of you forever. You know what I mean? We're all adults here. We've got to learn to look out for ourselves. And you've got to live your best life the way you want to. And you got to do what makes you happy, okay? You can't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. All right? That's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them either. I mean, these people need to learn to grow up and take care of themselves. And, you know what I mean? If you're always there to bail them out and you know, basically take care of them, you're not giving them a chance to learn how to stand on their own 2 feet as well too, right? It's really weird. I don't understand your relationship with them. I mean, again, this could be parents, you know, taking it as it resonates. This could be aunts, uncles. This doesn't really feel like partners. You know what I mean? But as it could be a relationship that you're kind of walking away from. You know what I mean? But this feels kind of more like a family, a friends thing. You know what I mean? And you just wanting to go out on your own or do something completely different. You know? Taking it as it resonates, you guys. But anyways, again, like I said, you've got to, you know, live your best life. Do what makes you happy. And there's no shame in looking for that 10. All right? Because when you're in a 10, that means that you can share all the amazing joys of having the life of a 10 with the people around you, you know, that you love and care about. Right? Right. So let's see if we can get an inspiring quote from the You Got This deck, and we will end this out. Okay? Let's see. Can we get words of wisdom, words of advice, words of encouragement for my star fam with regards to the spread? Nice. Can we get some words of wisdom, words of encouragement, words of advice, words of inspiration? Okay. Live for the moments you can't put into words. Guys, basically live your best lives, okay? Seriously. Just do what makes you happy, take care of you, and don't worry about everyone else. They'll take care of themselves. It'll be fine, okay? Live for the moments you can't put into words. All right, guys? Follow those dreams, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to end that here. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. I hope this brought you a little bit of clarity to your situation. If you enjoyed this spread, please be sure to like and subscribe so you can join the Soul Tribe. And as always, wishing you a copacetic Earth experience.